I apologize, you guys, for being late. Technical difficulties with my camera, but we here now. We here. Let's get it started.
Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
And yes, I am back. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Change to Cheddar here on the Golden Octagon. This used to be members exclusive, but I figured, why am I doing it members exclusive if I'm only doing the members, the little card game at the end? So Change to Cheddar is officially open to everyone. The chat is members exclusive, and the Predict the Fight game will be members exclusive. So if you're interested in that, please become a member here on the channel. But with that being said, if you don't know what Change to Cheddar is, that's my Friday end of the week pick show where I pretty much gather my knowledge from all throughout the week, everyone that I personally listen to, my personal leans here and there, and we go through the weigh-ins top to bottom, every single fight on the card. I give you every single one of my personal picks if I'm going to be betting on the card, on the fights, and then at the end of the show, I give you all the bets that I have made for the week so far, and try to win a lot of money with a little bit of money with the Change to Cheddar. We have two parlays that we always try to do at the end of the show, $5 to win $100 or more. So that's what we're going to close out the show with, and then we're going to get into the weekly Predict the Fight game, as we always do, but my members know what's up. So with that being said, I appreciate all y'all for stopping by right here tonight. Hit that thumbs up button for your boy. Let me shout out the chat real quick. I apologize for being a little bit late, y'all. It's technical difficulties with this camera and this computer. I don't know what the issue is. Change to Cheddar, baby. Let's go. What's going on, Lush? How you doing, brother? Appreciate you stopping by. We got Austin in here. Happy Friday, everyone. We made it. Thank goodness, dude. What a week this was. We got Daniel Aker in here. LFG Cheddar. Let's go. Hopefully we can, last week wasn't the best week betting, it seems like I can be so right, but also so wrong, and it doesn't make any sense. So the two previous weeks before this past weekend, we were on a roll, baby. So hopefully we can pick back up and show the bookies what's up this weekend. But without any further ado, let me go ahead and share my screen. And MMA Junkie did us a favor today and posted the fighter photos. I believe they only do it for the Apex cards, so I guess that's why we don't have it for the pay-per-views. All right. Anyway, let me share my screen real quick, and we'll get into it. So present, share screen. We don't need a volume. And share. We also do have a new comment. I see it in there. We got Tim in here. Hey, guys, ready to make some money this weekend? Hopefully, Tim. Hopefully, brother. I am ready. So first fight of the night, we do have Chad and Helliger. He is going to be taking on none other than Haralampos Grigoriou, fighting out of Cyprus. So Greek heritage, that's where the name comes from. Going to be, what can anyone really say about this fight, really? Haralampos coming off the Contender Series after being a pretty big dog, snoozing Cameron Smotherman in the first round. On the other hand, Chad Helliger is kind of a UFC vet now, although he's only won one fight in the UFC. He's a tough guy, rather hard to get out of there. Well, I'm trying to pull up odds for you guys. Currently, odds for this fight are minus 164 for Grigoriou and plus 138 for Chad and Helliger. Me personally, I was with them earlier in the week, and I believe I'm going to continue to ride with the UFC vet. They look like relatively the same size, and Grigoriou being an underdog on the Contender Series and now being a favorite over UFC vet, I guess I just want to see more. So in this fight, give me Chad and Helliger to win this fight, 3 or decision. So give me the dog, Chad and Helliger, plus 138 dog. And for him to win this fight, 3 or decision, It is plus 310. So that is the way I'm leading. Am I going to be betting this fight? Probably not. If so, it'll probably be the fight to start round 2 at like -3 something. Just parlayed up big time. But yeah, give me Chad and Hilliger to win this fight 3 or decision. Move on to the next one and get it pulled up and see if you guys got anything to say real quick. All right. Looks like nothing in the first fight of the night. Fair enough. We'll move on to the next one. Where we have Mitch Ramirez taking on Thiago Moises. And earlier in the week, I was on Thiago Moises just because not knowing anything about Mitch Ramirez. But when they face off, Jesus Christ, look at the size difference in them. It's like Mitch Ramirez really is coming down from 170 to fight down at 155. He just looks so much bigger than Thiago Moises. But I'm not pick flipping here. I'm not good at pick flipping, but if I was to pick flip Lush, this would be one that I would pick flip on. But I just don't feel too confident on this fight either way, just due to the size difference. And the line -390 for Thiago Moises, plus 310 for Mitch Ramirez. If you want a smart play for me, as the dog coming in short notice, Mitch Ramirez plus 310, and that's a decent money line itself if he finishes Thiago Moises. So double chance. Mitch Ramirez KO or sub is plus 600. If you like Mitch Ramirez here this week, I don't blame you. I don't have enough balls to bet on it because Thiago Moises is a fairly good fighter. He only loses to really good UFC fighters. So I guess if Mitch Ramirez comes in here and, BSDs Thiago Moises, we might have a new contender at 155 on our hands, but I would just like to see it. So with that being said, give me Thiago Moises to win this fight. Probably second round submission, but we'll see what happens. Mitch Ramirez could be a problem at 155 just due to how big he is. We'll move on to the next one and see if you guys got anything to say about the Fight Stalker versus Thiago Moises. I believe that's what it was. Yeah, doesn't look like it. So with that being said, we'll move on to the next one where we got Corey Poppins McKenna taking on Jacqueline Amarim. Going to be not the best fight, y'all. Going to be honest. Probably going to be one that's going to be pretty boring for the most part. Currently, odds for this are plus 138 for Jacqueline Amarim, and Corey McKenna is a minus 164 favorite. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Jacqueline goes all out for the submission, and if she don't get it, she's going to gas in that third round. As Corey Poppins McKenna has solid wrestling, and her striking is improving fight by fight. Every time we see her, she looks better on the feet. She's tough. The only fight that you just want to be like, what the hell was that? When she fought Elise Reed, she had a clear path to victory there. Just take Elise Reed down, and she just didn't because Elise Reed has no takedown defense. So kind of an odd fight there, but everyone has a mistake here and there. Yeah, if you want to, as crazy as it sounds, I think this fight's going to end up being on the feet the majority of the time because I think both ladies know that the other fighter has something to offer on the ground. But Jacqueline Amarim's only path to victory is on the ground. So if Corey Poppins McKenna can stay safe round 1, not get submitted, I think we see Corey Poppins McKenna beating up on Jacqueline Amarim round 2 and 3, maybe third round finish, but I don't know. Give me Corey Poppins McKenna to win this fight 3 or decision. Currently odds for Corey McKenna to win in 3 or decision minus 120. That's the way I'm going. That's the way I'll probably have it parlayed up. Let's go Corey Poppins McKenna. Get this decision win. Late finish decision win. I'll be all right with either one. So we will move along and see if you guys got anything to say about Poppins McKenna versus Jacqueline Amarim. Yeah, doesn't look like it. So we will move on to the next fight. That is Danny Silva taking on Joshua Kulibau, I believe. Yeah, indeed. And Danny Silva missed weight. I believe he was about 2.5 pounds over. or 2 pounds over. And Josh Kulabau, not a fan of it. When they did face off, he was in there and showing him the fist, baby. Josh Kulabau not happy with Danny Silva this week, apparently for missing weight. And, Danny Silva kind of looked like shit on the scale, too. So, I believe he sucked everything out of his body, everything he could. Just a hard weight cut for Danny Silva this week. And, Josh Kulabau kind of looks like one of the softer fighters at 145, maybe not the hardest weight cut for him. So that being said, Josh Kulabau, he shows some finishing potential, but you got to present it to him for him to really jump on it. So give me Josh Kulabau to win this fight via decision. If he showed more finishing instinct, I would say Josh Kulabau via decision, but I feel like he'll hurt somebody sometimes and just let them recover. Like, I don't know. But yeah, give me Josh Kulabau to win this fight via decision. But he could finish him. But to be honest, with the way the odds are, which I didn't even tell y'all, minus 184 for Josh Kulabau, plus 154 for Danny Silva. Yeah, if you're betting Josh Kulabau, parlaying him up, minus 180, that's a fine parlay piece. I'm not trying to get fancy with it. Give me Josh Kulabau to win this fight, though. Move on to the next one and see if you guys got anything about Kulabau versus Danny Silva. I'll grab something to drink real quick. And let's rock and roll through this terrible fight card this weekend. It should be fun, should be violent, but man, for name value, not a ton this weekend. So up next, we do have the Jamaican sensation, Ode Osborne, going to be two pictures of Ode Osborne, and he is going to be fighting none other than the pastor, Jafel Filo. Fighters size up really well, and you can't see it here. Yeah, you can't really see it here, but so I believe these fighters are relatively the same height, or maybe Jafel Filo might have a half-inch height advantage. But when you watch the ceremonial weigh-ins earlier, it was so weird because, how do I say this? Like Jafel Filo's body started like 4 inches below Ode Osborne's body did. So if you look in the picture right here, you see where Ode Osborne's pants are. They start right here. As we're like Jafel Filo's pants were, it was so far down. I was like, he's got such an odd body. And to be honest, Ode Osborne loves getting submitted for some reason. That's how he likes to lose. Or he just loves getting finished for the most part. He's been in the UFC for a little bit. Jafel Filo's came into the UFC now made a statement, close fight with Muhammad Mokaev, and then showed his toughness, durability, and his grit and determination in his last fight after being hurt and finishing Daniel Barras. Yeah, so give me rather UFC newcomer here, Jafel Filo, minus 162, Ode Osborne plus 136. And just like I was saying with the last fight, minus 162, fine parlay piece. I don't want to get fancy with it. I do think he submits Ode Osborne this week, though. But plus 195, I don't really know if there's anything really on there. I'll just parlay up the minus 162 and just be happy with it. So give me Jafel Filo to submit Ode Osborne this week. Oh, yeah, this is a fun one. I'm excited for this next one. Let's see. What's going on, that tangy sack? How you doing, brother? I'm late, but I'm here. I appreciate you stopping by, my guy. So this is going to be an interesting one. We do have Chelsea Chandler, 209's own, she missed weight as well. I knew she was. As I said earlier in the podcast, I didn't think there was any way on earth this girl was making 135 pounds, and she didn't. She looked awful this morning, made 137 pounds. So obviously going to be an issue for her continuing in the future if they want her to fight at 135. And she is going to be facing the no neck of Josiane Nunez. This girl is such just an odd body type as well. She has no neck, these long arms, and absolute thunderous power. It's so wild for how small she is. There's few fighters that I'm just like, all right, just land one, just land. I'm up on my feet, just waiting for them to land one punch. And Josiane Nunez is one of those fighters. I love watching her fight, but she's fighting Chelsea Chandler this weekend, which, to be honest, when you see just the absolute size difference in the two girls, it just makes me sad. I want to root for Josiane and like Nunez so bad. Drop one of them things on Chelsea Chandler and have her running across the octagon like the Kool-Aid man trying to bust out the other side again. But yeah, I just think the size difference is a big issue here. And Chelsea Chandler, when she does finish or when she does win, it's usually by first, second round finish. She's able to go out there, take the girls down, and just ground and pound them. And actually, I think that's what happens here this weekend. Currently, odds for this, minus 142, Josiane Nunez, plus 120 for Chelsea Chandler. So I will be taking the dog, Chelsea Chandler. I will be taking Chelsea Chandler, or I will be taking the dog Chelsea Chandler at minus 120. I also will be taking Chelsea Chandler rounds 1 or 2 at plus 460. And if you want to get even fancier with it, I will be taking Chelsea Chandler rounds 1 or 2 KO at plus 900 on FanDuel. I like all of those. Give me Chelsea Chandler to finish Josiane Nunez probably in the first round this weekend. But hey, I'm going to be rooting for Josiane Nunez. I love watching her. She's so interesting. So we'll move on to the next one and see if you guys got anything to say on this one. We got Austin, no neck, gonna kill her. I hope so, Austin. I really do. I love just watching her with her no neck, just swing them things, dude. If one of those lands, dude, I would just be like, yes, get her, Josie. But unfortunately, I just think that size difference might be an issue this week, Austin. But hey, we can all root for Josiane Nunez, right? We've got Mike Davis taking on Natan Levy. I think Natan Levy also may have missed weight this morning by a pound or so. But fighters size up really well. I said this earlier in the week. Mike Davis is probably one of the best fighters in the UFC, but he'll never be in the top or ranked because he never fights. Like, he fights like once every 2 years. So he doesn't have any momentum going to actually get a few wins together to fight a top contender to in turn fight for a title, just because if you're fighting once every, 18 months, once every 2 years, it's kind of the landscape changes so much in the division. You have to stay active, and just Mike Davis isn't that guy, but he's a really good fighter when he fights. On the other hand, Natan Levy, I don't feel like is the greatest fighter in the world. I think when he first came off the Contender Series, I believe I was kind of high on him, seemed to have decent striking, kind of working on his sub skills. But at this point, I think UFC knows what they have with Natan Levy, as well with Mike Davis. They're just giving him, hey, you want to fight this guy and then come back again in 2 years and fight someone else that no one cares about. That's kind of what I think this fight is. Currently, odds for this fight are minus 450 for Mike Davis and plus 350 for Natan Levy. Yeah, Mike Davis is probably one of my more confident picks this weekend. I think Mike Davis wins this fight however he wants to, but he's really smart. So he'll probably win this fight via decision. So Mike Davis to win this fight via decision is plus 110, not too surprising. Mike Davis to win this fight 3 or decision, minus 145. That's what I'd probably be more confident with because, we parlay over here. Yeah, Mike Davis 3 or decision, minus 145. I'll take it. Give me Mike Davis to win the fight. Up next, or let me pull up the next one and see if we have anything to say about Mike Davis. We have Daniel Aker, Davis round 1 KO. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, Daniel, to be honest. Mike Davis wins that fight however he wants to win it. But I think he's smart. He's composed. I think he enjoys getting the octagon time because he fights so inactive. He likes to fight the 15 minutes when he does fight. I don't know. So here we go. Up next, we do have Brian Bam Bam Barberina taking on GM3, Gerald Meerschaert. Yeah, Jesus Christ, y'all. Brian Barberina does not belong at 185. He had some extra weight on him down at 170. Probably could have cut down to 155 if he, made an effort to. But Jesus Christ, fighting up at 185. It's like, what are you doing, man? The path to victory is here. Gerald Meerschaert, take him down, submit him, Brian Barberena loves getting submitted. That's the way that he loses. I know a lot of people, myself included, earlier in the week was like, yeah, Brian Barberena's tough round one. He'll probably last until round 2, round 3 before he gets submitted. But just kind of looking back, if GM3 just goes out there, gets him down one time, puts him in an arm triangle, it's over. Brian Barberena is going to tap. So I don't even know if I like the GM3 sub 2 or 3 pop. I think I'm just going just straight GM3 sub prop. But anyway, odds for this fight, minus 235, Gerald Meerschaert, plus 194, Brian Barberena. And as I just said, yeah, GM3 submission plus 120. I like that. If you want to look at the round props, GM3 sub round 1 or 2 plus 160, not even worth it. Just bet the sub. Or GM3 sub 2 or 3 is 300. That would be worth it, but man, making it past that round 1, your butthole might be puckering just a little bit because the path to victory is there. Gerald Meerschaert is a smart fighter. If he can get Brian Barberena down in round 1, I think the fight ends in round 1. But with that being said, give me GM3 to win this fight via submission. Get the next one pulled up here, and we'll move along. See what you guys got to say. Austin saying GM1. It wouldn't surprise me, Austin, and that's why I'm saying I'm just going to bet GM3 sub. I'm not even going to play with the rounds this week because I just feel like the path to victory is there. The path to victory is there, Austin. So we will move on to the next one, which is Macy Chiasson. She is going to be taking on Pannie Kianzad. Truly, I didn't think this fight was going to happen because seeing Macy Chiasson down at 135 is, like seeing, an asteroid fly through the sky at night. But she did it. She made 135 pounds. And look at the absolute size advantage that she has over Pannie Kianzad. Yeah, I think now seeing Macy Chiasson make weight healthily and look okay at 135 pounds, I don't think she loses this fight at all. I think she's one of the strongest parlay pieces on the entire card at minus 230. So give me Macy Chiasson to win this fight via decision. I think she's going to win this fight however she wants. But, Pannie Kianzad, a really tough fighter, so it might be kind of hard to finish her. But am I counting it out? No. So give me Macy Chiasson, straight up money line play, minus 230. I like it. Macy Chiasson to win this fight. One of my strongest plays this week, to be honest. So get the next one pulled up, and we'll see if you guys have anything to say about Chiasson versus Kianzad. Let's see. Yeah, coming down to the end, we've only got 1, 2, 4 fights left. Yeah, looks like you guys don't have anything to say. So we'll move on to the next one, and another one that I'm very confident in this week, where we have Isaac Dulgarian taking on, or the Midwest Choppa Isaac Dulgarian taking on C-Rod, Christian Rodriguez. And this says what I think all of us have been saying this whole time. Christian Rodriguez is a featherweight. Stop fighting at bantamweight, dude. You can't make the weight. So here's my thought process here. Let me full screen myself. In this fight, y'all, here's my thought process. So UFC is like, all right, Christian Rodriguez, dude, fight our bantamweight contenders. You fight your bantamweight contenders. Cool. But he's missing weight and beating the bantamweight contenders. So he's making the bantamweight contenders look bad because UFC's matching him up with the fighters thinking that the contenders can beat C-Rod. But he's an issue down at 135 because he can't make 135. 3 times in a row now, he's fought 3 bantamweight contenders, missed weight. So UFC punishing Christian Rodriguez, making him move up to 145, where in his last fight, his UFC debut against JSP Pierce, he fought, but JSP won, and pretty decisively. So UFC making Christian Rodriguez move back up to 145 to fight a 145-pound prospect. This is not going to be good for Christian Rodriguez. This is punishment for missing weight and beating your bantamweight contenders down at 135. Fair enough, C-Rod. You're going to move up to 145 and fight one of the biggest finishers at 145 that we have right now in Isaac Dulgarian. So This is punishment for Christian Rodriguez, missing weight. So keep that in mind. And Isaac Dolgarian, I believe 5-0, 6-0 now, all first round finishes. Even in his last fight, UFC debut, fighting Francis the Fire Marshall. Very, very tough kid, durable. And Isaac Dolgarian goes out there, takes him down, grounds and pounds, finish him round one. No one had finished Francis Fire Marshall, I don't believe, to that point. And if so, it had to have been later on in the fight. Isaac Dolgarian done it and made it look easy. So, yeah, I think another one of my strongest plays on this card is Isaac Dolgarian. And right now he is minus 190 favorite. Christian Rodriguez plus 160. But I personally like Isaac Dolgarian, that round 1 or 2 prop. Isaac Dolgarian round 1 or 2 plus 195. I don't hate it. I think he's probably going to finish C-Rod here this weekend. Take care of UFC's light work, if you will. Austin said, I got to go Dolgarian. D-Rose going to lose the pick champ on this one right here this week. Austin. So we'll get the next one pulled up, and I'll see if you guys got any. Oh, I guess I just now looked at there and saw you guys didn't have anything. Well, Austin did. Anyway, moving on to the next one. We've got Kennedy, the African Savage in Nzechukwu. He is going to be taking on none other than the sleepiest fighter in the UFC, OSP, Vince St. Preux, former Tennessee Volunteer football player. Yeah, doing his little hand and tongue thing. If you watched the podcast earlier in the week, I gave a perfect description of how OSP fights. It's just basically OSP fights, walks in the octagon like I wake up and get out of the bed in the morning to go pee. It's just like he looks so unenthused, so unhappy. Like he acts like he just really doesn't want to go in there, but someone's making him. So, yeah, he just goes in there and stands until he gets TKO'd by, standing knockout. So I suspect that's probably what happens. Give me Kennedy to go in here and knock out OSP. Is it going to be early? I don't know. Could it be, though? Yes. Kennedy and Nzechukwu round 1 or 2 knockout, minus 140. FanDuel seems to think so. But Kennedy and Nzechukwu just knockout altogether, minus 190. I like it. Kennedy and Nzechukwu round 1, round 2, minus 195. No way of no method, just round 1 or 2. So if you want to cover yourself with a sub or the DQ there, Kennedy and Nzechukwu round 1 or 2, minus 195. But yeah, this one's a tough one to play this week, y'all, because Kennedy just such a huge favorite. Do I think OSP has any chance to win this fight? No, not at all. Not unless Kennedy goes in there and, tears his ACL, throwing a flying knee or something. But yeah, I got Kennedy win this fight. Probably. Let's go round 2 knockout. And a play that I was kind of looking at earlier, your butthole might be puckering a little bit, or you might be relaxed, depending on how Kennedy fights. This fight to start round 2 is minus 126. I don't hate that this week. So another piece of this fight that if you don't want to take a side or if you don't want to bet the money line side of Kennedy, this is the fight to start round 2, minus 126. I don't hate that either. So yeah, give me Kennedy. Round 2 knockout over Vince St. Preux. Move on to the next one and see if you guys got anything to say. Let's see. I don't understand how OSP is still in. Me either, Austin, dude. It's just like, who's still offering him in fights? Like, how has the UFC not cut him yet, dude? I just really don't understand. Like, he's not even a name at this point. Like, he's like, oh, he's fighting OSP. Or he's going to crush OSP. Like, it's not even like, oh, that's a competitive fight. I wonder how he does. It's like, oh, that's a fucking squash match. It's not even competitive. Now watch OSC. Now, Austin, watch OSP just go out here and, snooze Kennedy in the first round after we're sitting here talking this shit. Anyway, co-main event of the evening. We do have what is he? Something the last ninja, I believe. Angelusa. He is going to be taking on Brian the Butcher Battle. And y'all, Brian Battle usually looks terrible on the scales. But Brian Battle this week looks a lot like Vitor Petrino this week. Look at the abs. Brian cut up. Doesn't look like he had a hard weight cut this week. Look in shape. And wow, the intensity at the stare downs. And when it was like, okay, time to go, they like hit him. Brian Battle didn't budge. He just stood there. Angelusa was like, and just kind of turned around. And then Brian Battle went away. So yeah, I was high on Brian Battle earlier in the week, minus 174 on Angelusa plus 146. Yeah, give me Brian Battle to win this fight. Another one of those ways where it's like he could finish him or he could just win by decision. I just like Brian Battle here. Angelusa's tough, but, Brian Battle seems to be kind of a problem down at 170. So, if he finishes someone else, it wouldn't surprise me. I like the money line here, Brian Battle. I'm not getting fancy. Minus 174, Brian Battle to get this fight done. And we'll move on to the main event this weekend. I don't feel comfortable about this fight at all. We got the long-haired Ty Bam Bam Tuivasa, and he is going to be taking on, speaking of hair, who played the joke on Marcin Tybura this week? Who shaved Marcin Tybura's hair while he was taking a nap? That's fucked up. That is fucked up, whoever did that. Let's see. I just, there's no way he looks in the mirror and sees half of his head shaved and says, yes, this is cool. I just can't see it. I think someone's playing jokes on Marcin Tybura, or if not, hopefully he fired his barber, because that is a terrible haircut, Marcin Tybura. Anyway, Marcin Tybura, Ty Tuivasa. Marcin Tybura looks like he's probably going to have about a 2 to 3 inch height advantage, and I believe he's got about a 3-inch reach advantage. I know UFC stats say 1-inch height, but I don't know if they're wearing shoes here, to be honest. But size difference here don't really I don't really look at the size difference here too much, because we are a heavyweight. It ain't like Ty Tuivasa is going to use his size to do anything here. How this works is Marcin Tybura is good at distance, and Marcin Tybura is good in the clinch range, trying to get Ty Tuivasa down. Now, everywhere in between, Marcin Tybura could get snoozed. If he is in punching range at all, he could get snoozed. If he is in elbow range at all, he could get snoozed. Marcin Tybura, to win this fight, needs to stay at kicking range and throw body kicks, which he has solid body kicks. I'll give Marcin Tybura that, but he ain't Cyril Gane. Let's not kid anyone there. But solid body kicks, and that is kind of a weakness of Tai Tuivasa. But I like Tai Tuivasa's demeanor this week. So he's coming in here he's coming in here for head, but he's like, that didn't sound right. It is what it is. Coming here to take Marcin Tybura's head off. I believe that's what he was trying to say. But yeah, I just don't feel comfortable about it, just because Tai Tuivasa's takedown defense is ass, and he's a fish out of water on his back, just kind of flopping there. He doesn't really know what to do once he gets taken down. But I'm hoping it doesn't happen. I've seen Marcin Tybura get cracked and knocked out maybe just a few too many times. So that being said, give me Tai Tuivasa to knock out Marcin Tybura this week. Tai Tuivasa minus 112, Marcin Tybura minus 104. Pretty much dead even on the money lines there. Tai Tuivasa to win by knockout, round 1 or 2 plus 170. Jeez. Tai Tuivasa to win by knockout plus 105. Yeah, I don't know. Marcin Tybura KO plus 260. Marcin Tybura sub 550. Marcin Tybura points. This is when we can start getting real hairy right now. Marcin Tybura points plus 600. Tai Tuivasa points plus 1,600. I don't know, y'all. Maybe it's worth just a little taste. Yeah, give me Tai Tuivasa to win this fight. Do I feel comfortable about it? Not at all. Not even in this last. I believe he can get taken down. I believe he can get finished. But I got faith in my guy. Round 2, Tai Tuivasa, baby. Let's get that round 2 knockout for Tai Tuivasa. Let's go. Let's see that shoey. That's where we're at. I'm always rooting for Battle. He's one of those guys that I really want to succeed. Me as well, Austin. Me as well. I think Tuivasa will get this done. He needs it bad. Yeah, he is on a 3-loss streak, so not the best look. I just want to take a look. If you put $10 on Tai Tuivasa to win by decision, and it happens, it's 170 back. I don't know if it's worth it. I'm just saying. Throw that out there. It is heavyweights. And if it gets past round 3, this is probably going to decision. Anyway, with that being said, those are all my picks from the prelims all the way up to the main card. So those were my picks, prelim to main card. And now it's time for the change to the cheddar, baby. For those of you, that are waiting around for that, we here. All of my parlays, my bets that I've made so far for the evening. I believe we have $40 in bets. $40 in bets. So not a ton, but it is a rather sketchy UFC fight card. So Apex card. Let's just try to get in, make a little bit of cash, get out. As Jack Della said, get in, grab the cash, and dash. That's what we are trying to do here this weekend. So we're not trying to do anything too wild. We're not trying to win no millions. But we do have $40 in parlays. So let's get into the first one, which is $10 to win $58. It's a plus 480. And to be honest, y'all, this is probably, I took what are the 5 fights that I feel the most confident on this weekend, and I put them in a parlay plus 480. Mike Davis money line, GM3 money line, Macy Chasson money line, Isaac Dolgarian money line, Brian Battle money line. $10 to win $58.07 back at a plus 480. Not too bad. Not too bad. I think it can happen. I'm pretty confident it happens because that's the fights that I am most confident in this weekend. So that's our first one. $10 to win 58 at a 5-leg. Our next one here, a little bit more money, still $10, but to win 98 plus 881. It's a 3-leg. And it goes like this. GM3 to win by submission. Doesn't matter what round, plus 120. Isaac Dolgarian to win in round 1 or 2. Doesn't matter how, at plus 195. Knockout or sub, I'll take it. He can even get disqualified. Or Christian Rodriguez can even get disqualified, and I'll take that as well. And here we go. The last leg on the parlay, Kennedy and Zechiku, round 1 or 2. I did that because something tells me that, maybe Kennedy might knock OSP down and then, jump on a submission. I don't even think he's got any subs, but it wouldn't surprise me. So I covered myself around the 1 or 2. I didn't even play the knockout. Just 1 or 2, Kennedy. $10 to win 98-18. Hopefully it happens. And then up next, we do have a 7-leg. $10 to win $152.12. This is getting into this is our biggest parlay that isn't considered a change to cheddar, if you will. So 7-leg parlay plus 1,421. It is Grigoriou versus Chad and Helliger to start round 2 at minus 320. It is Josh Kulabau moneyline, Gerald Mearshart moneyline, Macy Chasson moneyline, Isaac Dolgarian moneyline, Brian Battle moneyline, and then Tuivasa versus Marcin Tybura to also start round 2 at minus 180. $10 on that to win $152.12. Now it's time to get into the big boys. The real change to cheddar. One of the ones that you're basically taking $5 and you're winning, maybe a paycheck for the weekend. So that's what we're trying to do here. We gotten close a few times. I would love to share one of these with y'all that actually hit, though. So up first, is a 5-leg change to cheddar. $5 plus 33,012. $5 to win $1,655.65. And it goes like this. Josh Kulabau, moneyline. Chelsea Chandler to win by KO round 1 or 2 at plus 900. Giro Mearshart to win by submission in round 1 or 2 at plus 160. Isaac Dolgarian to win by KO 1 or 2 at plus 420. Nice. And Brian Battle to win a money line, minus 178. $5 on that will win you $1,655.65. Hey, but all those legs got to hit. So that's $1,655. And our biggest one this week, it is 10 legs. So hold on to your britches. 10 legs. I got to zoom in so I can, I got to get in a little bit so I can see here. $5 to win $1,697.74.
We got 10 legs, $5 on that. It starts off with Harlampos versus Anhelger to start round 2 at -320. Corey McKenna to win in round 3 or decision at -120. Josh Kulabau, money line, -176. The Josie Ann Nunez versus Chelsea Chandler fight to go under 2.5 rounds at -110. We got Mike Davis, 3 or decision, -145. Gerald Mearshart by submission, +120. Macy Chasson, 3 or decision, -130. Isaac Dolgarian, round 1 or 2, +195. Brian Battle, money line. And the Marcin Tybura versus Tai Tuivasa fight to start round 2 at -180. $5 on that will win you $1,697. So that's our change to Cheddars this week. So if you add all those up, if we even win one of them back, if we even win back this one, we came out $18 in the plus money. We've only bet $40 here. So if we hit any of these, then we win. And then if we hit any of these, like we have been doing, usually we'll win one of these, the $10 to 100 or like the $5 to 115. The past few weeks that we've been winning, it was like one of them. So I suspect that if we win something, it'll be around $100, which will feed us for the next couple weeks when it comes to UFC betting, for us to lose it. But with that being said, if you're out there, thinking about putting your hard-earned money on these fights, just second guess just a little bit, just a little bit. Because at the end of the day, it's a fist fight and anything can happen. One punch, one bad referee, one bad step in the octagon, one bad jump. Look at Brian Ortega a few weeks ago. That fight may not have even happened if it was another fighter. He hurt his ankle, warming up in the octagon. It's absolutely nuts. So just be careful, y'all. Remember that it's a fist fight. And you can be so confident, and you can just be so wrong. So just keep that in mind. Don't be betting out there. Don't be going out there and betting all your money. It scares me when I see people betting thousands of dollars. I'm like, oh, good luck. Good luck. You have all of my well wishes, but I do not have the balls for it. What I'm trying to do over here is bet a little bit of money to make a lot of money. I'm not trying to bet a lot of money to win even more. I'll stay comfortable with my small wins here and there. But with that being said, y'all, that was the change to Cheddar. So let's get into the weekly UFC Predict the Fight game. And for this week, we usually do the main event. So why not just continue to do the main event? So for the UFC Predict the Fight game, it'll be the main event this week. And, just like always, let me show you guys where you can find it at. If you're new here and you don't know where the UFC Predict the Fight game is, I'll show it to you. So after the stream right here tonight, I'll show you. So after the stream right here tonight, for my members only, once again, if you would like to become a member, just click this join button right here, and it is $5 per month. But every single UFC fight week, you get a chance to win free UFC cards, and then once a month, you get entered to win UFC cards in a duck race, which we are going to be doing, I believe, next Sunday. So get in while you still can. But once again, on the community tab this week, just like last week, and as it always is every single week, we'll have a picture of the main event here and the members will go ahead and pick the fight like they always do. So we're not changing anything this week. So the members, come here right after the stream tonight. It'll be a picture of Tai Tuivasa and Marcin Tybura here where you can make your prediction. And let me show you what the cards that you can win this week are. Or this 2023 UFC Optic Blaster, because I found another one, baby, but I only found one. So, once that one's gone, I think we might be kind of effed past that. So let me get my other camera on and flipped around here, and I'll show you what the prize is for the Predict the Fight game this week. All right, so we do have 10 cards this week. So once again, after the stream tonight, go to the community tab for my members only. And if you'd like to be a member, I just not showed you how to, but my members exclusive will have a chance to predict the fight for the main event this weekend. And the prize will be either all of these cards, all 10 of these, or this 2023 UFC Optic Blaster box. So you get to pick whichever one you'd like. But For the cards this week, we've got a Red Wave rookie card, 2023 Prism for Josiane Nunez. We've got a Natan Levy purple rookie card, 2023 Prism. That's going to be 119 of 149. We've got Natan Levy, 61 of 99 blue from 2023 Chronicles. That's also a rookie card for Natan Levy. We've got the Sleepy Giant here, the Sleeping Monster, Ovin St. Preux from 2019 Topps Knockout. Out of 149, the green out of 149 Topps Knockout OSP. We've got from 2023 Prism, we've got a silver disco for Painted Kianzad from 2023 Select. Out of 149, we've got a premier level Painted Kianzad. Getting into our good cards here. We've got Christian Rodriguez, rookie card, Octagon side, red disco. See if you can see the rookie. Yeah, right there. Rookie card, C-Rod. Man, beautiful card if you guys are interested in C-Rod. Fantastic card, but that's going to be out of 99, Octagon side, red disco out of 99, rookie card. And just a few other cards here. We've got a Forrest Griffin orange out of 2023 Select out of 49 for Forrest Griffin. And we got 2 autographs this week, 2 legends in the UFC. One still fighting and one's in PFL now. So we got a Holly Holm that's going to be unnumbered from 2022 Chronicles and a Derek Brunson red, also not numbered, from 2023 Chronicles. I believe that came from a blaster. So 2 autographs, Holly Holm, Derek Brunson, and these 8 cards, or this 2023 UFC Optic Blaster. So all that you have to do, oh, there we go. All that you have to do is predict the fight correctly this weekend. And just like every week, if you're the only one that predicts it correctly, you'll win the prize. But so far, we've only had one tie where we had to get one duck race going on. But if there is a tie, we'll just do a duck race, and whoever wins, wins. But yeah, with that being said, that's the cards this week. All my parlays, all my picks and everything. I appreciate all y'all for stopping by here tonight. Rather short night, 45 minutes. So I'm actually glad I was able to kind of step on the gas here tonight, because this card wasn't the best. And, you know, I just want to get I just wanted to get this one over with, to be honest. Sketchy card. Here we go. Time for some 24 Chrome Blasters. Soon, Austin. As soon as I see some pop back up, I'll be sure to, have them here. But yeah, y'all. With that being said, I appreciate all y'all for stopping by here tonight for the Change to Cheddar. Remember, only the members had access in the chat. And if you would like to become a member, I just now showed you how to on the little predict the fight cam thing. It's $5 a month. Sorry I was late at work, but I'll rewatch. It's all right, Derek. I appreciate you stopping by tonight, brother. Yeah. Well, with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna hop off here. What time is it? Yeah, it's about 11 o'clock here my time. Don't really have anything going on, but I don't really want to be up too much longer. So with that being said, yeah, just like Tim said, good luck this weekend, guys. And just like I say every week, good luck to all of y'all spending your hard-earned money out there this weekend. Remember, at the end of the day, it's a fist fight and anything can happen. So just please be careful with your money. But my name is Matt. This is the Golden Octagon. I appreciate all y'all guys for stopping by here tonight. Hit that thumbs up button for your boy on your way out, and subscribe if you are new here to the Golden Octagon. But with that being said, I will catch you guys Monday for the Monday recap. We'll catch y'all later. Peace.